In this video we take a look at some epic 1930s lifts with different grades of modernisation, going from completely original to completely replaced. So let's start this video off with the original one. This is an epic 1930s, I would say Marriott Scott, because it looks like a Marriott Scott. It's got old Dewhurst buttons, that's from Marriott Scott. It's got Marriott Scott nameplate on it. But the counterweight says Evans, so a Marriott Scott lift car with an Evans counterweight. Looking at a lift car, the laminated wood walls appear to be sort of 60s style, so it seems to be a 30s Evans, modernised in the 60s by Marriott Scott, but not modernised since. So it's still nice and original. And let's surf it. And this lift's really epic because it's still original and runs on original 1930s slate relay logic. And now we go to the next lift, which is a Marriott Scott lift that was modernised in the 90s. The buttons have been replaced with Dewhurst. At least it's not the horrid Dewhurst, this is a slightly more interesting grass Dewhurst. And the lift now has a VF drive, but it still seems quite clunky, and sometimes it slows down gently to stop, and other times it still stops like it's single speed. So this lift still has quite a bit of character and is still interesting. Let's ride it. Ground. And let's surf it. One below top. Go to one below top. And now to the next lift. Sadly, there's no trace of what company originally built this lift. There's no makers' names anywhere. The lift has been modernised and sadly it's been made to be over smooth. It's on a VF drive that is overprotective, and the smoothness of this lift loses a lot of its character. But the lift car still looks epic and the lift shaft also still looks epic. So let's ride it. and let's surf it. And now go to the next lift. This one is another 1930s lift, but this one has had a very heavy modernisation. And if we go down to a basement, we can see the original lift gate. But the lift no longer serves the basement, because if we look through the gate, we can see the bottom of the lift shaft has been raised up so it can't serve the basement anymore. How weird is that? And now we go inside the lift, and inside it has been ruined.
This thing is bugged.
Serve lift. Should be surf lift.
Ooh. There's for information. So
let's now surf this lift. Interestingly, even though the lift's been ruined, the lift shaft is still nice and old and epic looking. And despite the awful modernisation of the lift cab, one thing that's completely original is the lift still has its original 1930s tube tracks, which is really nice to see. And now I go to the next lift. This one is almost the same as the last one, but with some slight differences. And now to the next lift, and this one is the worst out of all of them because this 1930s lift has been fully replaced. The only thing still original is the epic looking lift shaft. The lift itself not modernised, it's a full replacement. An absolute disgusting loss of heritage.
Going like new, seeming to be old.
Yeah. 12B, there she is. We're waiting for her.
Floor 3.
Let me film this because it's
And when I said the last lift was the worst out of all of them, it actually isn't. This one is the worst out of all of them because this 1930s lift, well, it says it's out of service, but that's a lie because there's actually no lift in the shaft. The lift has been removed and got rid of. A disgusting loss of heritage.
This lift's out of service. There isn't a lift there. How can a lift be out of service when there isn't a lift? There is no...
This lift is out of service. It's been turned into one of those modern ones. All of the equipment's been ripped out.
Yeah.
Do you think the buttons and stuff, do you think they'll save them in motor?
don't have to go.